Hello guys, hope you are well. My name is Reza and I would like to talk about the chest exercise with the cable and explain to you how you can target the different head of the pectoralis major. If you had a chance to look at the video that I talk about the anatomy of the pectoralis major on my web app, you're going to have a better idea about how the pectoralis major actually works. But for those of you that didn't have a chance, I'll briefly go through the anatomy and tell you what is the major movement that pectoralis major is going to make, and then by that time you can have a better idea like how we can target different head of the pectoralis major of the big chest with this exercise. So pectoralis major different movement is called horizontal adduction, which is this one. So horizontally we adduct the shoulder joint, which is going to be this movement, and it's going to be contracting this major pectoralis major. So regarding the anatomy of this muscle has three heads. This is the clavicle bone, as you see here on the top. You can easily touch it, and in the medial portion of it, which is this part, the half part is going to be the attachment of the pectoralis major. And if you look at the fiber is going to be on this direction. Okay, so this is called this is the upper chest area that we usually we try to develop it in the exercises like incline chest press. As you see here, this is the deltoid portion and this is the interior deltoid. So this line is going to separate the deltoid from the upper chest or clavicular head of the pectoralis major. Then it's going to be this bone. This is called sternum. This bone here in the center called sternum, and the big portion of the pectoralis major will attach to this bone, which is going to call the sternal head of the pectoralis major. The fiber direction are usually this line. So from this part, which is going to be the called greater tubercle, which is the there is a point above our humerus bone, which is this bone on this section, and all these heads going to be attached to this bone. That's why from here to this section, the fibers direction are this way. And then we'll go to the other head, which is called costal head or abdominal head, which is in this section, and it's going to be on top of our external obliques. So if this is the external obliques, on top of it will be the head of the costal head of the pectoralis major. So all these three heads will go to the greater tubercle, which is here, and it's going to make one big muscle. So the direction of the fibers on this costal head or abdominal head are to this section, to this direction. So this is going to give us the idea like how we can customize our workout and actually target all these three major heads. But as you see here and I explained, this is one big muscle. So even if you target one head of it, the other head also will work as one big muscle. So for example, if I want to use the cable behind me to target the sternal head, and as I mentioned, this is the major functionality of the pectoralis major. So for targeting this section, the best way is having the elbows above and pretty much on the vertical to the upper body. So in this section, as you see here, this fiber are working better. So this is going to target the sternal head. So if I want to apply this on the cable easily, I will try to have my elbows up and horizontal, vertical to my upper body. So this is going to be the best way to target the sternal head. As you see here, but again, you cannot stop working with the other head. So in this section, as I said, vertical, it's going to target the sternal head, which is the middle part, but again, the other head's also working. So this line will work and target this area mostly. So how about here? because the direction of the fibers are to the low, so the elbow should stay above and you have to push down this way. So according to this direction, if I want to apply on the cable, I will hold my elbows up above my wrist and try to keep my back straight and push it down. So instead of pushing forward, pushing down is going to target the lower section or abdominal section of the pectoralis major. See here? So still all the pectoralis major is working, but it's going to target and develop and emphasize a bit more on lower section. So the exercises like this and decline bench press or decline flies will target the lower section more. But how about this section in this exercise? So this movement, you can bring the cables down and start having movements from here to the top with this direction. Remember, this is the direction of the clavicular section or upper chest. So this is the movement. But remember, each of these movements will have the combination of other movements plus the horizontal adduction. So this is horizontal adduction for the section of the sternal head. So if you do this, you are combining the horizontal adduction plus flexion. So when you're doing this, obviously this is shoulder flexion. It's going to engage the deltoid and also the upper chest. But because we bring it inside, it's going to be both deltoid and upper chest. So just keep in mind, you cannot isolate these movements because there are other muscles involved. And also, if you go this is called extension. So shoulder extension plus horizontal adduction. So this is mixed. So in these movements, also there are other muscles engaging. But this is the way that you can, based on the anatomy of the pectoralis major, you can target your pectoralis better. But keep in mind, this is a big muscle and the whole big muscle is going to work out. So this is going to be the same on the other exercises, like if you want to do flat bench or you want to do incline or you're going to do decline, this is going to follow the same concept. Hope it helps, and stay safe, and hope you're going to get a great result. Thank you.